What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today I wanted to go ahead and dive deep into a topic that I think will truthfully help Call of Duty tremendously. And this is something that could be done without even having to go ahead and adjust the skill-based matchmaking and do anything drastic, because we all know that Activision is really trying to push to keep that in the game. And of course, we can still discuss that. We can go ahead and talk about it, and we can come to our own personal conclusion on why it needs to be toned down. But at least for the time being, a middle ground that could really, truly bring back a lot of players would just simply be disbanding lobbies. I'm telling you, removing disbanding lobbies from this game would be absolutely tremendous. And even adding it into the experimental playlist would be huge. And I guarantee you, if they added it into the experimental playlist and did a poll and asked people if they prefer it this way or if they don't prefer it that way, I guarantee you it will be overwhelmingly positive, feedback going on with non-disbanding lobbies. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys exactly why non-disbanding lobbies helps Call of Duty as a whole. So, if you guys aren't educated, I'm sure you guys are already educated, so you can understand, and mostly for Activision or anybody that could be potentially watching, so they can understand why it's so crucial for a game like Call of Duty to have non-disbanding lobbies. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep, if you are interested in more content just like this, and also if you want to hear about Season 2 from me personally, I post pretty much daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time, and obviously when Season 2 goes ahead and drops, I'm probably going to do a couple of uploads to, try to go ahead and, give you guys information, give you guys feedback, and let you guys know what's going on as soon as possible. So of course, make sure you hit that bell so you can stay notified on all recent uploads. And last but not least, we are going to be streaming the Season 2 update as well over on Kick. So of course, if you guys are interested in any of that stuff, you want to hang out, chat it up, or even squad up with us, we do open lobbies over there. You can find a link to my Kick channel down in the description of this video. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to go ahead and open up this commentary with this Reddit post, because I believe that this will be a fantastic introduction into, why non-disbanding lobbies would be tremendous and help in many ways for the overall Call of Duty experience. Again, this is honestly a very underrated Reddit post here, but it does say a lot on, why the Call of Duty experience feels so bland nowadays. It really does. It is by Flick128, my aha moment. I'll admit, COD has been pretty stale for me lately. When I say lately, I mean last few titles. I usually buy each release, exception of a couple, just to see if the next title keeps me interested. It does in the beginning with new maps and new stuff. I like playing the game despite its many drawbacks. What I realized today is why it's been so stale to me. No one talks on the mic. I play hardcore only, and I'm too old and too slow and maybe too dumb to get Warzone and some of the other games that the young folk get. But today, I was on a team that everyone on my team was on mic. It was freaking awesome. We would call out enemies' locations, complain about some campers, get hyped when you took out the damn camper. It was fun, it was exciting, and made the game so much fun, despite the fact that we lost. Then the game ended, and within 10 seconds, we were all gone, never to be teamed up together again. I feel like Activision has made it so no one wants to talk with its strict policies. Every title seems to get worse and worse with team chat. This is what makes the game. The fun it is talking to another person while playing about the game. And then your 10-second trash talk after the game. The game is too cold now. No bonds are formed due to disbanding lobbies. They feel skill-based matchmaking is the way to go to keep people engaged. I really disagree with this. What keeps people engaged is chatting it up with teammates and getting it immersed within the game. Just thought I'd share a great and nostalgic experience I had today playing COD and see if it resonates with anyone else. Honestly, Flick, you absolutely nailed it. And like I said, I'm surprised this Reddit post didn't get any more upvotes. I mean, honestly, it's probably partially due to the fact that the Modern Warfare 3 Reddit page is so dead this time around. It's actually kind of depressing how many people don't even care about COD nowadays. But honestly, what he said in this post here is just absolutely genius, and it's true. And like I said, I thought it was just a perfect introduction on why, non-disbanding lobbies is so crucial in Call of Duty games, and also why, hyper-focusing the in-game chat and, scaring people with the fact that the AI tracks so much that you say, and, even the slightest things that aren't curse words, aren't slurs, it just hears it incorrectly or something of that sort, or you get mass reported, can cause you to have a chat ban or even a shadow ban. It's ridiculous nowadays. Nobody wants to talk. It's so true. Back in the day, when in the OG Call of Duty games, what the fun was for me in Call of Duty? Yes, getting streaks was a blast. But I would say the best moments, my best memories of COD and my best friendships were through just talking, whether you're trash talking the opponents and you're going on 5 games, 6 games, 7 games, non-disbanding lobbies, just running it back up with them again and again and again, and the beef turns more into a friendship almost. You start off beefing for a few matches, and then as you keep going, you start chatting it up a little bit. Maybe the teams switch up and you get different people on your team. And again, friendships are formed through these type of events, and it adds character to the game. When people are actually interacting with one another, it adds character. It's kind of sad because, honestly, the creation of things like Discord and all these other third-party chatting apps really killed the search and destroy experience, because they thought to themselves, why make it to where nobody can talk in the game when you could just simply join a party chat or join, like I said, a third-person program and chat it up with your teammates and do call-outs there, so everybody is just able to talk with one another. And I know, even if they've removed it, people still go on, stuff like Discord and call out and all that stuff. But man, back in the day, it was just so fantastic. Search and destroy matches and chatting it up and trash talking and, having a good matches. And then again, everybody's talking to one another. And as people are slowly dying, you can't talk and you can't hear. And, it gets more and more quiet and it gets more and more intense. Things like that add so much atmosphere to the game. It's like COD is changing to a hyper-competitive, sweaty-focused title. And again, I myself might be a sweat, but I can still acknowledge the true identity of COD. Yeah, I can respect the competitive league, but the core experience of COD has always been casual. Always been casual. And again, I understand they don't want to really touch anything on the skill-based matchmaking. I think it's a bunch of crap. And again, I'm sure the community will still express their opinions about that tremendously all the time. But even a middle ground they can do right now that won't even hurt that much would just simply be adding in non-disbanding lobbies for reasons just like this. Allow us to engage with more people. Allow us to, be able to stay in lobbies and grow those bonds and grow those rivalries and, have fun in the game. Of course, this won't resolve everything because you'll still have to sweat. You're still going to have to compete. Your matches are still going to be feeling manipulated. You're still going to have a rough time with the game itself. But it would help you bypass that bullcrap and just enjoy the game for what it is. Shoot, you can even just simply sit there and complain about skill-based matchmaking with the other players as well and have someone to rant about that with. But again, nobody talks. Nobody says anything. Chat is non-existent at this point. And even if you do get into any fun beefs or any fun competitions, the match is over right afterwards. The lobby disbands. So everything becomes irrelevant again. But like I said in the beginning of this video, if they added this into an experimental playlist, I think that their feedback would be overwhelmingly positive. I don't see any negatives at all, The only reason that this is here is to strictly go ahead and manipulate your matches, to dictate what your skill level was in every single individual match. And they can't do that if you don't leave the game. Yeah, they could try to cycle people in when people leave that matchup in that lobby, but they want you out of the game and recycling with a whole fresh new list of players every single time. They can claim it's because they don't want people's feelings to get hurt as much as they want, but guess what? It's an adult game, and we're all adults here. If you're young, that's up to your parents, If you can't handle it, then they should have never bought it for you. And at the end of the day, you can leave the game. You can leave the game at any single given moment. You're not forced to stay in a lobby, So again, like I said, I personally believe that if they add this into the experimental playlist, it would do nothing but massive numbers. But guys, go down to the comments section, leave your opinions down below. Do you think that non-disbanding lobbies would indeed help the experience, even if they don't turn down skill-based matchmaking and it's still extremely sweaty? Do you think that non-disbanding lobbies would still be enough to get you to enjoy the experience at least a little bit more than you used to? But ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget, subscribe, hit that bell, guys. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time, and sometimes we do double uploads at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you are interested in Season 2 for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, by all means, make sure, like I said, subscribe, hit that bell. We're going to be posting a lot of content about that, discussing all the new maps, weapons, especially the patch notes. The patch notes is what I'm most interested in because I want to know if they're going to fix up some problems with this game or if it's still going to be left in a rough spot. But like I said, hit that bell so you can stay notified on all that good stuff. And last but not least, I do stream on Kick pretty much daily. If you guys want to check that out, I got a link to that channel as well as all my other socials down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.